Welcome back to the second episode of BattleTech. We just completed our first main mission, whole coronation and the coup. And thus tyranny begins. Alright, easy there, Sebastian. You took a nasty crack on the head when you punched out. Don't worry, you're safe now. My name's Darius Olivier. Oliveira. I'm the XO of Markham's Marauders. We're a mercenary unit with ties to House Arano. We did some work for High Lord Tamati way back when. I'd introduce you to Commander Markham, but he was on a supply run in the market district when the bombs fell. He didn't make it. We get these dialogue options here. And I'm sorry for your loss. Yeah, I am too. He was a good man. A lot of good people died today. We picked up your distress beacon on the emergency band as we were on our way off planet. After seeing what happened to Markham, I didn't feel right leaving you in the hands of this new directorate. We did a sweep of the combat site, grabbed your ejection pod, and ran. What about Mastiff, Sir Raju Montgomery? Did you find him? We found his mech. It was completely cored out. Nobody survives a hit like that. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. We supported the Royal Guard on a handful of deployments, and Sir Raju earned my respect many times over. His death is a loss for all of us. Were you able to recover my blackjack? Okay, this might sound a little bit selfish, but just a little bit of backstory on the lore here. Being a mech warrior is like a symbol of pride for anyone who ever calls themselves a mech warrior. Losing your battle mech is a huge blow to a mech warrior's psyche. It's a huge deal, because if you can't get a replacement battle mech, you become the dispossessed. And that's like a fate worse than death. Most mech warriors would choose death on the battlefield before never being able to ride in a battle mech again. That's why that option is there. Not because like you sound like you're being selfish, but because being dispossessed is a fate is considered a fate worse than death for many mech warriors. Yeah, our mech tech hauled what's left of it into the mech bay. It isn't pretty, but if you give him enough time, Yang can fix just about anything. Try not to take the loss too hard. Yang said that your mech shows signs of deliberate sabotage. Whoever you had working on it really did a number on the reactor. Punching out was the right move. Apparently they were processing every single mech for the coronation. So what happens now? Well, things aren't looking so hot around here, well, with the coup and all. House Espinosa's directorate is the new de facto government of the Oregon Reach, and just in case you missed it, you can mouse over the yellow names in order to get more lore. Forever Vigilant, a founding house of the Oregon Coalition, currently ruled by Director Santiago Espinosa. The Espinosa House Sigil is an ibex on the Field of Thorns. The ancestral seat of House Espinosa is Cormidor 5. House Espinosa staged a military coup on Lady Camilla Orano's coronation day, toppling the old Oregon Coalition and replacing it with a new authoritarian government, the Oregon Directorate. Sorry to have to tell you this, but Lady Orano is dead. Her dropship was destroyed on takeoff. It's all over the news. Then Mastiff died for nothing. He died doing his duty. From what I remember the old man, that's exactly how he'd have wanted to go. Speaking of going, we're getting the hell out of the Oregon territory. We're heading to a nice, quiet stretch of independent space all the way across the frontier on the Canopian border. Canopian? Yep. As for you, well, you've got options. According to your blood shit, you've got family out in the Federated Suns. If you want, I could look into booking you a transport on a freighter bound for Davian space. I can't make any promises, but I'm willing to try. Ancestry, the Federated Suns isn't my home, never has been. My family moved to the Reach before I was born. No way, I'll be damned if I'm going to let the Directorate chase me away. That's ancient history. Besides, I'm broke. What's option B? I am broke. No way, I'll be damned if I'm going to let the Directorate chase me away. In that case, you could stay with us for the long haul. When we get where we're going, we can drop you off at the nearest planet. Maybe you can make a place for yourself there. Of course, I'll need you to pitch in for your share of fuel, plus food, lodging, and repairs on your mech. Fair's fair, after all. Alternatively, you could find a place for yourself in the Marauders if you wanted to. Wouldn't take you long to work off your debt, and you ran with Mastiff, so I know you've got the chops. Think it over, sleep on it. You've had a hell of a day, and we've got a long road ahead. 3 years later, after that whole ordeal, 3 years later, which gives you an idea of how long it takes to actually travel across the galaxy to different planets, as well as to work off debts. So I guess we're working for these Markham's Marauders then. And yes, you can reserve your mechs to act in a later initiative phase. This affords lighter units more flexibility in combat by choosing when they actually get to act.
Command interface initiated.
Alright, we've got our Lance here, 4 mechs. The Independent Prospectors League thanks you for your assistance, Commander. We're miners, not soldiers. We can't fight these bastards off on our own. That's what you're paying us for. Don't worry, we'll get your platforms back. This isn't just about reclaiming what's ours. Majesty Metals killed hundreds of us when they tried to jump our claim. We want you to make them bleed for what they've done here. Commander, the Op 4 is holding 2 IPL mining platforms. The first designated Alpha is where they're keeping the turret generator. Move in fast to take it out. Those turrets hit hard, so you'll want to neutralize them ASAP. Platform Bravo is the site of the Op 4's corporate security tower. Engage and destroy it. If they bring in a mech to protect it, take that out too. Then circle back and we'll collect our pay. That's right. I'm ready and waiting to authorize the transfer. Now go on, Commander. Hit those corporate pigs where it hurts. We'll be watching the action from here. Alright. So we've got Hawkeye in the Blackjack, Glitch in her Vindicator VND-1R, Behemoth in her Shadowhawk SHD-2H, and Decker in his Spider SDR-5V. Let's go ahead and have him sprint. How far can you jump, actually? Pretty far. Let's not have you jump the gun so quick. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and jump you here.
Copy that.
Spiders can jump really far. There's an enemy contact.
You are trespassing on Majesty Metals and manufacturing property and acting in collusion with a domestic terrorist organization. Cease your advance immediately, or you will be fired upon.
Oh boy. I think we got their attention. Alright, brace. Hawkeye sprint. Glitch how far can you jump?
I leap, I soar!
And Behemoth. You are going to jump. Actually, no, you're going to sprint. There we go. There we go. We need to take cover here in order to kind of mitigate what whatever turrets they have up there can do.
Receiving you.
Decker. That's probably a bit too much. Let's jump you here.
Bandit.
Unknown mech. Okay. No one can see you from there, so go ahead and brace. I've got another mech, so I got 2 mechs. Unknown.
They've got a lock on me.
Got a sensor lock, huh? Alright, Behemoth.
What's up, boss?
We can get a line of sight on them. Let's do it. Alright, a spider and a commando. The commando's an easier target. Let's go ahead and remove those and fire the AC-5 and LRM-5.
Acknowledged.
Nice hits.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Glitch, you're going to jump up there.
Uh-huh.
Alright. You can only LRM him, so that's Spider. That PVC is going to do a lot of damage if it hits, but I don't know if it will. Nope, missed. Nicked him in the knuckle, or in the ankles. Can you jump up there too? Yes, you can.
Engaging jump jets.
Alright. 65, 65. You are much easier to hit with all of our weapons, so let's go ahead and unload on this spider.
All weapons committed.
Nice! Took out his left leg, so he's down. -1 initiative. Got a target for Decker now. Enemy turn.
They've got a lock on me.
One of those missile turrets. They can put on some hurtin' from there. Alright, we need to get out of line of sight of those turrets. Decker?
Ready for orders.
Could go up against that turret generator, but I don't know if he has the damage capability for that. Probably not. Let's not put him in the way of every single turret in existence. That seems like a halfway decent place to locate to. Let's again put the enemies in our front arc.
New sensor contact.
There we go. See that spider? I want that. Oh, yep. Actually, 1535. Actually, no. See if you can kill that other leg. That'll take down that mech permanently.
Giving him everything I've got.
Nice! That spider's dead.
We can salvage that.
Yes, we can. Achievement unlocked, kneecapper. Alright, the commando's gone on the move. What's he gonna be doing? Is he going after the spider? Nope, he's going after Hawkeye. Commando's hit real hard. Unsteady. Need to take care of that. Alright, Behemoth.
Waiting for orders.
Jump. You can't really... Okay, so... Not really good places there. That's better. Alright, see the commando? I want the commando dead. I don't know if that's going to be enough to take him down, but let's find out.
Firing.
No. Knocks out an evasion, though.
What can I do for ya?
Glitch. That's a decent spot. Right there. Where that alarm 5 in favor of the medium laser. There we go.
Here we go!
Ooh! That PPC just a nut cored him out straight through.
Stay down!
Alright, Hawkeye. Is there any way we can hit that turret generator? Nope. Let's jump to here. Keep the enemies in our front arc. And you are going to brace to get rid of that stability damage. Yeah, remove unsteady. Alright, none of them had line of sight on us, so we're able to move with impunity. Decker,
Standing by.
no other enemies in the initiative so far, aside from the turrets, so let's go ahead and get you in there.
Lifting off.
Ooh. Ooh, that's a lot of heat. Ooh, wow. We might have made a mistake with Decker. Let's just brace you to get rid of that heat. Hawkeye, jump on top. Yep, that'll do it. Need to get rid of those turrets. Also an overheat warning. Yeah. Is that going to be enough? I'm not getting the warning anymore, so yeah, let's go for it.
Engaging target. Target building destroyed.
Looks like we did. We did. All right, yeah, we did do it. We took it out. There we go. All right, Decker.
What's up, boss?
We're going to sprint down there. You are going to jump to get off that ridge line.
Engaging jump jets.
Or no, do you actually, no, you can just sprint.
Don't need to tell me twice.
No, you can't actually, you need to jump.
Lifting off.
And brace. Enemy contact. Destroy the Shadowhawk. Alright, so we got an enemy Shadowhawk.
Commander?
Let's not... Yeah, let's not. Let's dissipate your heat while
Moving
putting
out.
you into cover. Yeah, get rid of all that heat. Alright, Hawkeye. Sprint up there.
Full throttle.
We need to dissipate your heat something fierce. They're moving down this lane, probably towards the other platform.
I hear ya.
Glitch. Gonna set up the ambush for when he comes around that corner. Okay, and Behemoth.
Ready for orders.
Sprint to you. Why is your so wacky?
Acknowledged.
Okay, once again, drop that heat. There we go. Decker, you're reserving? There he comes up. Reserve. Oh, it reserves the whole stack. Okay. That's good enough for me. Okay.
Orders?
Decker? Do me a favor. Stab him in the back.
Roger that.
Alright, time to show off morale. Now he's literally right there. Like right behind this guy. In front of all these other dudes. So we're going to pop Vigilance. So he gains Guarded and Entrenched. So that when he, that way whenever he's attacked next turn, he doesn't, die. And then we attack, or, well, no, okay, Vigilance. Confirm. And morale abilities don't take up your turn, so. And fire at his back, please. There we go. Not quite what I was hoping for, but hey. We want to do the whole plunging fire thing, but can I actually pull it off? I can, but not the way I wanted to.
Engaging jump jets.
But that's okay. Still too much heat. Alright, take off one of the 70%ers. It's just too close for the AC2s.
Engaging target.
Pegging him right there on the left side. Glitch.
Good to go.
That's not good enough for that PPC. Oh, she does have the split fire ability, so that well, no. Not there. There.
No sweat.
Alright, so multi-target. Him. And that building. Corpsec Tower. Wait. 85% on him? Really? From there? Alright. Go for it. Apparently it was good enough. Oof, right in that left arm. And some LRMs at that Corpsec Tower. Behemoth.
Standing by.
Nope, not able to turn just enough. No. Alright.
Affirmative.
Get the Shadowhawk to block his progress up the slope there. We'll dump an LRM-5 into him.
Aye, aye.
And Decker.
Yes, Commander.
Do we want to try it? No, because he will immediately get... He will immediately get... Let's get Decker out of there. Yeah, let's get Decker out of there.
Affirmative.
Brace. Try and get rid of all that heat. Well, that might take a bit. Did you just... You braced. That's all you did, huh? Behemoth, come around the corner and start lighting him up.
On my way. Target
Open
acquired.
fire. Ooh. Nothing quite yet. These vehicles are coming around.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, glitch. Actually, are you sure you want to attack right there? Apparently that's a great vantage point for her PPC, so... You're just gonna stay there and open fire.
Time to die.
And this other tank's gonna move. And then Hawkeye. We are building up so much heat with this thing. Three medium lasers into his side. All right.
Engaging target.
We have still not taken him down. Good grief. And Decker,
Good to go.
you were gonna brace. He charges up the hill and opening fire on Hawkeye. Ow!
Warning. Armor low.
Good to
Behemoth. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
go. Acknowledged.
Oof. Take
Solid
that.
connection on that one.
Melee will help her dissipate that heat, as well as she can do more damage in melee than she can at that range anyway, with her other weapons. The Shadowhawk is just a little too versatile for what she does, but that's okay.
What can I do for you?
I mean, if you're just gonna stand there taking PPC fire. Obstructed +2. Can we move her a little bit? That's 85. Let's try that. That's much better. Yep. Shazam! Ooh! Left arm and left torso destroyed, so there goes that AC-5. And that vehicle's doubling back now. Not quite getting an attack yet. Alright. Attack. How are the ACs doing? Okay, we can actually fire the AC-2s now. Hopefully we can use this as a chance to cool off just a little bit, but man, we are pushing the heat on... Oh, that would be why. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, AC-2s.
Target.
Now you have no weapons. Oh wait, no, you have the SRM-2 in the head. Alright, Decker.
What's up, boss?
Jump. Is that really necessary?
Up high.
We're going to vigilance him again because he's kind of a small fry. Fire both medium lasers at him. Where are you going? You going? Okay, he's going up against the other Shadowhawk. Or, yeah. No? You're going up against the Vindicator? Okay. You can do more damage with melee, but okay then. Speaking of which, Behemoth, put him out of his misery, please. Actually,
Waiting for orders. Good to go.
yeah, he probably got sick and tired of that PPC, of those constant PPCs.
Yes, Commander.
Let's move you around. Oh, really? I can't melee him? Ah.
Locking on target.
That was enough, though. Took them down.
Hope we can salvage that.
Oh, no, we can't. And they're trying to get turned around in order to come at me.
Waiting on you, Commander.
You were going to brace.
Resting my mech.
Ah, that hit my rear armor.
That shot went internal.
I know I shouldn't have done that, but that's okay. Yep, we'll move down there and then start popping these tanks. Both AC2s should do it.
Engaging target.
There we go.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Ready for orders.
Decker. Do I want to? Do I want to do that? Do I want to go for the melee? No. Decker, you're just gonna brace.
Confirmed. Holding.
Ready
Behemoth,
for orders.
going to move. No, that's not good enough. That's better.
Position confirmed.
Let's throw in the AC5 in there anyway.
Firing on target.
Nope, not quite. Ah! Shadowhawk is great. It's just too
I hear ya.
flexible. It's just way too flexible. And go for it.
Uh-huh.
Great job, Commander.
There we go.
Pull back to our client's platform. The sooner we can collect our pay and break orbit, the better.
Engaging jump jets.
Getting way too hot again, but here we go. There we go. Now we just need to return to the employer's platform.
Enemy unit destroyed.
It was probably a little too methodical, if I'm being honest. Probably a little too methodical,
Standing
but
by.
that's okay.
On the move.
Engaging jump jets.
Time to fly. Waiting on you, Commander.
We'll get you up there. Just give me a sec.
Taking the high road. On my way.
On my way.
Oh, this corridor is a little narrow, isn't it? That's okay.
Good to go. Moving out. Location confirmed.
Get him back into formation. Brilliant work, Commander. We should have no trouble mopping him up at the other platforms now that their defenses are down. We get the job done. Speaking of which, I wasn't finished. These platforms won't do us much good if we can't hold them. Majesty Metals taught us that. We're going to need your battle mechs. I'm sorry, what? You're going to want to reconsider that. Why? Your lance has already been target locked by our turrets. Now, power down and surrender, and we'll let you walk. Or try to fight and we'll tear you to shreds. Your call. There goes our damn payday. Hold on tight, Commander. We're on our way. So, we're getting backstabbed. Brilliant! Why am I not surprised? Decker Reserve real quick. Unknown vehicle. Alright, Hawkeye. There's the turret generator. We need to take that down since they have so many turrets. Open to fire!
Engaging target.
All of them hit. There we go. That took down all the turrets.
Target building destroyed.
Another vehicle. And okay, so there's 3 vehicles left.
Waiting for orders.
Can you sprint to him? Yeah, that seems pretty good idea. Both medium lasers at him. There we go. 2 hits at the same location. That would be enough.
I hear ya.
Glitch.
Good to go.
Behemoth. So all we can do is fire LRMs at that guy. That looks like a good enough place.
Move order received.
I'll knock all your buildings over for double crossing me. 70.
Acknowledged.
Well, not quite all of them. Maybe Glitch can hit him too.
What can I do for you?
Ooh. Alright, so there we go. So that PPC will probably destroy that striker.
Line him up and I'll shoot him down, Commander.
Yep. There we go. Ha ha ha. LRM's at the Scorpion. I think we mostly hit concrete with that. Alright, Decker.
Good to go.
You can probably do one more jump and shoot. That upper position will be great. Ooh. Ah, man. That was a terrible choice. Do I really? Nah, brace. Okay, so he can only do it once, and then he has to wait a little bit of a turn. That was your AC-5, right? That's Scorpion tank? Yeah, that was his AC-5. Okay. Behemoth,
Receiving you.
crush him underfoot, please.
Heading out.
Bye-bye.
Ugh.
Nice.
Vehicle trashed.
Stand by for extraction, Commander. Let's get the hell out of here. Oh, and Darius? I know, Meyer, I know. You want another team meeting. Give the man a prize!
Mission successful.
We just got double-crossed, so... Fine job, if I do say so myself, but still. No payday from that. Let's take a look at the screen here. Recapture employers, mining platforms, engage, destroy enemy units, and survive. Well done, Commander. You made the best of a bad situation. Here's something we don't run into another job like that one. No payout. But hey, our reputation increased. Alright, so no one got injured. Some damage on the Shadowhawk that we need to repair. Everyone else is looking pretty good. And no salvage. Especially on that enemy spider. That would have been nice. Yeah, the issue with the spiders is that it can only jump, shoot once, and then has to take a break, but... Because it's supposed to jump in, shoot, jump out. You need to start finding us better clients, Darius. I mean it. We've been slumming it on the butt end of the frontier for 3 years now. We are drowning in debt. Fully aware of our financial situation, Meyer, but I can't just conjure up new clients out of thin air. Sebastian, do me a solid and back me up on this. Oh, if we're really that hard for cash, we need to stop talking and start doing something about it. You'll hear no argument from me. When we made you our commander, we all agreed to follow your lead. Darius, could you walk us through the details of this trouble we're in? It might help if you broke things down point by point. Sure thing, Yang. Point 1, Meyer's right. We're in debt. Every C-bill we make technically belongs to the banks. C-bills, the standard galactic unit of currency named for Comstar. One C-bill is valued at 1 millisecond of hyperpulse generator transmission time. Point 2. This corner of the frontier is a dead zone for mercenary work. There are clients, but they're terrible. That's just a fact. And that's it. There are no other points. What's our best case scenario? How many jobs will it take to repay the loans? Truthfully, I can't even say. We're in a pretty deep hole, and from where I'm standing, I don't see a whole lot of daylight. The thing is, these banks, and I use that word loosely, they don't want us to pay off our loans. They'll do whatever they can to get away with us on the hook, to keep us on the hook. Hit us with fees, check up our interest rates, misfile our paperwork. I'm trying to find us a way out of this, but it's not gonna. But it's gonna take time. And every day that passes, we accumulate more debt. If we keep going like this, like we have been, we're screwed. Okay, so we're in a bad spot. What are we going to do about it? I don't see what else we can do, Sebastian. I'm already serving up every legitimate contract I can find. Unless you want me to sidestep the Mercenary Review Board entirely, we're basically out of options. Mercenary Review Board... Mercenary Review Board. Founded in 2789, the Mercenary Review Board serves as an impartial broker of mercenary contracts. The MRB is overseen by Comstar, a communications giant that is famous for its neutrality. An essential component of modern military culture, the MRB ensures an even playing field between mercenary companies and their employers. And it is quick to... It's cutting off at the bottom there for some reason. And it is quick to arbitrate any breach of contract. Okay, there we go. Go around the MRB? No thanks. Taking an uncertified job is a great way to wind up with a knife in your back. We just got betrayed on a board certified contract, Yang. How much worse could it get? Plenty. What happened there was an exception, boss. With uncertified jobs, it's a rule. Remind me again why we don't just skip town and head to the nicer corner of the periphery? Because the banks and the jump ship crews have an arrangement. Until we pay up, they're gonna keep us on a short leash. That's a good reason. Look, Darius, Maria's right. We need to start earning some real money. We need to do it soon. It's only a matter of time before something breaks down that I can't fix with duct tape and good intentions. Already betrayed. I'm no stranger to betrayal, Yang. I lost my family to someone I thought of as a friend. That doesn't change the fact that we need money. Yeah, boss. Much as I hate to say it, I agree with you. We need to sidestep the MRB. Guess I'd better get mentally prepared for that knife in my back, huh? It's settled then. I'll start digging for contracts outside of the MRB system. Who knows? Maybe it'll work out for the best. It isn't like we got all that much to lose. In the meantime, we need to find another paying job, and our prospects in the system have completely dried up. I'd recommend booking travel to a neighboring system and seeing what the review board has for us. With any luck, find enough to keep work to keep going until something better rolls in. Banks are holding our jump ship hostage until we repay our debts. For now, we can only go between Urqueen and the nearby systems of Alloy, Bellerophon, and Detroit. Our top priority right now needs to be finding work so we can raise cash. None of the contracts here are very good. We picked out the only viable one. I picked out the only viable one I could find, and it helpfully includes our travel fees as part of the deal. Come by Command Center when you're ready to review it. Alright, so now we are at our Leopard. Hawkeye's Marauders. Alright, finances, normal. Your operating costs due to each financial report. The pips indicate the number of months you can stay afloat. Should your funds ever hit zero, your company will fail entirely and cease operations. So we are paying $240K a month, and the funds at the top right is how much currency we have. So we got the hiring hall in the store, command center for contracts, and Darius, barracks for our mech warriors. Let's take a look at that actually.
Receiving you.
And she's currently got 800 experience points right now. What's this? Bulwark. Okay, so she gains guarded when remaining stationary. Okay.
Standing by.
Decker at 2,000 experience points. You jump around a lot. Extra evasive charge from movement actions. Can move after shooting if it has not moved yet. That's nice. Breaching shot. Okay, split fire. Not really on a spider. Juggernaut, nah. Sensor lock. I kinda like that ace pilot thing. So either sensor lock or evasive movement. I'm really digging the evasive movement for Decker. Confirm.
Mech warrior training complete.
What can I do for ya?
Glitch at 800. We'll hold off Hawkeye at 2600.
Aye, aye.
We got Medusa.
What's up, boss?
Well, she's a defender. That's her guts are going to be her plot, her
Good to
line.
go.
Decker's going to be a pilot, so piloting.
Waiting on
Gunnery.
you, Commander.
So maybe we need to be a tactics guy, sensor lock, and master tactician. I really like split fire though. Texas single weapon in void. Okay. He's pilot. Juggernaut. Man, I really like Ace Pilot though. To be perfectly honest. Master Tactician though, that does sound pretty good. So let's go down. Tactician. Let's boost piloting up a bit. And gunnery up a bit. And confirm.
Training complete.
Let's at least flesh out our character a bit more before making a decision.
Receiving you.
Medusa. Once again, I kind of want to flesh him out just a little bit more before we make a decision on Medusa.
Commander.
I hear ya.
Ready for orders.
Good to go.
Yeah, let's flesh you out a bit more.
Mech warrior training complete.
Commander.
Ready for orders.
Let's boost your tactics up just a little bit.
Complete.
Waiting.
Waiting for orders.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, cool. Alright, Mech Bay. Bays. Here we can fix stuff. The Shadow Hawk. Repair that thing, please. 4,500 and 2 days. Done. No mech selected. Okay. So the Shadow Hawk took some damage on that left torso. And each of these, and Yang has information about the Leopard, mechs, combat in general. I want to assessment on Leopard. How much trouble are we in? Don't know. I mean, we're doing okay for the moment, but give it a few months, maybe a year. You know how it goes. Eventually, everything falls apart. Mech Bay. Tell me a little bit about yourself. A few questions about the Mech Bay, mech storage, mech components, preparing damage. So, I'm just going to speed things along a little bit. Mech Bay, it's where we store all our mechs. We only got 6 of them right now, and anything we have after that goes into mech storage to be mothballed. Mech components, that's things like lasers, jump jets, heat sinks, etc. Repairing damage, whenever we take damage, we have to, if it's not armor, we have to repair and replace it. Changing loadouts takes time to do, and the equipment in order to do it. Heat stability and modifiers, I believe I already went over that for you. Tell me a little bit more about yourself. That's a long story, boss. Shortest force version I can give you. I signed on after I served my term in the Third Succession War, fighting for the Capellan Confederation. Want to know more, you can ask whatever you want. Otherwise, let's get back to talking shop. Where are you from originally? Bryant, in the Confederation. You may have heard our claim to fame. The Crowley Lizard Cow. No? Well, trust me, they're delicious. Anyways, the story goes, Bryant was a really nice place once. Tourist spot. Big with hikers and fishing enthusiasts. Pale blue skies, emerald green seas, and a booming agricultural business. You know, the works. I never knew it that way, though. Stefan Armoris got to it a couple centuries before I was born, and well, that was that. Stefan Armoris. That sounds... Born 2717, died 2779. As president of the RimWorld's Republic, Stefan Armoris expanded the Republican army and placed Republican agents in key positions throughout the Star League. He fosters a close relationship with Richard Cameron, while the First Lord was in his minority. When Cameron came of age, Mars guided him toward policies that would move Alexander Kerince's SLDF away from Terra and place Republican forces there instead. With these preparations in place, Stefan Amaris murdered Richard Cameron on December 27, 2766, declared himself First Lord, beginning the Amaris Civil War. Kerensky raised the Rimworld's Republic and returned to Terra to defeat Amaris' forces and capture him. Stefan Amaris was executed by firing squad in 2779. His remains were donated to the medical school of the University of New Samarkand. As the story goes, Bryant used to have these enormous orbital mirrors. Storm inhibitors, they called them. Starlink put him in place. When Amaris took the system in his civil war, he had his troops use them for target practice. Without those mirrors, Bryant reverted to its natural state, miserable little ball of wind-blown dirt, actively hostile to human life. By the time I came along, the only places where people could live in relative safety were the planet's poles. Of course, you can't fit a planet's entire population into a handful of cities at its poles. There is enough space, no matter how far down you dig or how tall you build. A lot of people, mostly the poor, died in the early days. There's still a lot of overcrowding in Bryant cities even now. That's my childhood home in a nutshell. Way too many people jammed into a tiny claustrophobic space, with nowhere to go but off-planet. I cleared out of there as fast as I could and never looked back. Gotta admit, though, I do miss the taste of lizard cow. Tell me about your time in the military. Who'd you serve with? The 2nd St. Ives Lancers, 1st Battalion under Major Ling. We saw more action than most. The arm is a souvenir of my time in the service. Lost the original back in 3010 on St. Louis. You know, when we first arrived at St. Louis, I loved the place. It's an agricultural world, sort of a breadbasket for the neighboring systems. Green fields, rolling hills, you get the picture. We just walked out of hell on Kittery. The Fed rats drove us out in 05 with our tails between our legs, so it looked like paradise to us. We were kicking back in the mech bay, my feet propped up on an engine block, sipping on a sniffer of Ambergist Vermouth. Not a bad way to spend a sunny afternoon. Kittery. Previously under compelling control in 3005, this inhospitable jungle world was conquered by the Federated Suns. Resistance movement kept the world a war zone for many years. In the 3020s, House Liao returned and waged war for a more permanent liberation. So far, it has succeeded only in creating lasting enmity between the defending 1st Kittery borderers and the invading forces of the St. Ives Armored Cavalry. A person living in, or whose national origin is, the Federated Suns, considered derogatory. Ambergist Vermouth is red and usually found in tiny bottles in port shops. Getting larger bottles takes connections. Getting a crate of it, well... Anyway, it turned out the Federated Suns weren't done with us yet. We were barely a month into our deployment when they sent the SETI Hussars to burn us out. Created by the Federated Suns in an effort to replicate a light horse-style regiment of the Starleague era. The combination of mechs and mounted infantry was ideal for conducting swift raids. The Hussars also encouraged personnel to dine together regardless of rank or branch of service, prompting a high re-enlistment rate. I'm sure that there were sound strategic reasons for House Davian to want St. Louis, but it sure felt personal to me. Long story short, one of their scouts managed to slip through our perimeter and hit my mech bay. I was tinkering around in a Centurion's custom-made rumble seat at the time. Being surrounded by all that armor is the only reason I made it out alive. Still, I didn't make it out unscathed. I lost 2 of my favorite assistants in my own right arm, and I've got this ugly thing grafted onto me as a reminder. Yeah, here I am, doing mercenary work for a living. Some people never learn, huh? Why'd you leave the Capella Confederation? After a tour of duty it was up, you mean? I don't know, it was just time for change. Besides, the place wasn't for me anymore. In a way, it never really was. Learned a lot from my time in the service. Got a first-hand view of the elitist BS that saturates Capellan culture, how it rewards high-born idiots at the common people's expense. Speaking as a thoroughly common man, that didn't sit right with me. When my tour was over, I walked away and never looked back. For what it's worth, I'm glad you walked away. You brought my mech back from the brink more than once. Way more than once, if memory serves. Still, I appreciate the kind words, and for what it's worth, I'm happy to be here with this crew. Going career military would have been an enormous mistake. You'll never get away from the aristocracy, Yang. Hell, I was born a noble. Yeah, but you're a competent noble, and you aren't afraid to get your hands dirty. At the end of the day, that's all I really care about. I wonder how many times I've watched talented engineers get passed over for promotions so some idiot with a title could advance. To me to count. In your position, I probably would have done the same. Let's talk about something else. Yeah, let's. It's been a fun trip down memory lane, but I'm sure that we've both got more important things to worry about. I'm gonna let you get back to it. Talk to you later, Yang.
All be here if you need anything.
Let's see, navigation, we have the star map. Our leopard is currently at Urqueen. We can currently go to Bellerophon, Detroit, Alloway. We'll worry about where to go later, I think. There's Sumar.
How can I be of service, Commander?
And we've got all these here, but we'll cover that a little bit later, I think.
Good day, Commander.
Captain's quarters, finances. Here we can go over finances. Estimated operating cost, 70,000 for the interest payment. 12,000, 12,000, 12,000, 12,000, 12,000 for each mech. And almost 30,000 for each mech warrior, so that's 245,000. Expense level. This is the current level of expenditure for your company's operating costs, ranging from Spartan to extravagant. The specific level determines how far your company's funds will stretch and whether morale is positively or negatively impacted. Neat. Okay, so you can fold that down. Reputation. Indifferent. Okay, cool. Your rating with the Mercenary Review Board indicates how trusted and effective your mercenary company is. A high MRB rating will earn you respect from fellow mercenaries and mech warriors for hire. Customized company. We don't really need to. I like this just as much. Alright, so we're going to talk to Darius about contracts.
I have answers.
Contracts, I
You
think.
know where to find me.
Available contracts. Aggressive intrusion. Our intelligence confirms a lance of pirate military units. A lance of units is engaged in maneuvers on Bellerophon within a region we control. This is an aggressive action, and local government operations are at risk as long as this lance is allowed to move unimpeded. Hunt down the enemy lance and eliminate it. Alright, I think we're going to go ahead and take that up. Before we head there, though, before we accept the mission, we got to negotiate the contract. We've heard you're a competent mercenary. We've been having some trouble lately, and if you could resolve it for us, we'll ensure you're paid well. If not, so be it. So, these sliders tell us what we can get for the contract. We could go for money, but get very little in the way of salvage. Or we could go with no money and get a lot of salvage, but we're kind of hard up for cash as it stands. Yeah, we're only able to survive for another 3 months, so we need a lot of money. So, as much as salvage might... Well, we'll pick one, I think. One should be fine. Just so we get the choice bit of the best, so... 155k, that'll be fine. So 12 days to travel to Bellerophon.
By your command.
And now we are leaving the planet and headed to
Job's done, Commander.
the jump ship. All right, we got the Shadowhawk fixed up. Oh, it paused. Okay, so we need to advance. So I guess it pauses every time something completes. Now, individual ships like ours can't go faster than light. We have to use these jump ships. And really, jump ships don't go faster than light either. They're called jump ships because what they do is that they jump. They shunt themselves anywhere between 20 to 50 light years per jump. And that's how we get from planet to planet to planet. Shakedown! You're on Leopard's Bridge, and Sumar, Yang, and Darius for the daily staff briefing. Darius says, we received 3 messages from the banks. Loan sharks. Sumar cuts in. From the people who are financing us, they're considering rewriting the terms of our loan, so it'll be easier to seize the ship if we miss a payment. As usual, they're only doing this because they believe we can't fight in the court. Sweet talk the banks, ignore the messages, educate the banks about their mistake. I'll deal with it, you say. Later, you record a response. In it, you sincerely remind your lane holders that as financial institutions operating on Detroit 3, they must abide by local contract law. You even cite the relevant sections of legal code from memory. Then you point out that, as you've kept records of all payments and correspondence concerning the loans, you'll be able to demonstrate in court that their proposed revisions to the agreed-upon terms would represent such a gross violation of the law that you would undoubtedly be awarded a second dropship at the bank's expense. Once the camera is off, Sumire says, There's no way they push you on this. Too bad. I'd like to see the loan sharks grovel. It has gained the following tags. Loan status fair. The company's credit is currently rated as fair by the banks financing the leopard, which should at least deter them from sending bounty hunters after you. Oh, thank goodness. And continue the timeline. There we go. There's the new planet with our contract. Bellerophon, Commander, ready to proceed with our contract? Not yet. But we can launch it at any time. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you like what you see. And if you do, feel free to stay tuned, because I'm going to be recording my entire trips through BattleTech. I've been waiting so long for this game. This game is like a fulfillment of everything of my childhood that I could ever want. I absolutely love this universe. I love these games. And so, you know, I want to make sure to record it for everyone that wants to watch me play this game, to experience this with me. And so, if you all enjoy what you see, feel free to stay tuned for more. I hope you all have a good night, and God bless.